Recently, the Wall Street Journal published an article about the coming green energy bailout. In short, hold on to your wallet if you can find it in the dark. Now, this probably won't shock you, but it turns out green energy providers lied, pulling the mother of bait and switches, promising cheap energy, but as soon as it's built, jacking up the price, like some clip joint in the red light district. It is now coming fast and furious. New York State just issued a report that large offshore wind developers are demanding an average 48% hike in their electricity rates. That's what you would pay. An alliance of 86 clean energy providers representing both solar and wind is demanding a 64% hike in the Empire State. Similar demands have been filed in 11 other states, with more coming every week. Now, this is despite Biden's comically named Inflation Reduction Act, which was almost entirely made up of hundreds of billions in crony handouts to green companies, 24 tax credits alone. Among the many goodies for Biden's favorite taxpayer swindle was a massive tax credit that offset 50% of a project's cost. The twist is companies were allowed to sell those credits even if they were losing money, so they had no tax to offset. Meaning not only do they pay zero federal tax, they actually get paid by selling their exemptions out on the street. So you are paying them to lose money. This also probably won't surprise you, but the dollars at issue are soaring. Just a year after the IRA passed, these credits are running 2 to 4 times what was promised when it was debated. They're now on track to cost $1 trillion over the next decade and growing. So keep in mind the 48 to 64% hikes in your electric bill are all on top of those trillion-dollar swindles. Of course, it would be one thing if the power actually worked. Double or quadruple the price, but at least the lights stay on. And alas, for that we go to Texas, which once again faces an energy emergency because the wind is not blowing. System-wide ERCOT SPP prices just hit $5,000. They're usually about 20 or 30 bucks. As the windmills sit idle, of course, the gas and coal plants whose budget they spent on wind do not exist. Fortunately, it's not cloudy in Texas right now, or they'd be burning the furniture to cook dinner by the shade of the solar panels. And finally, and ironically, it turns out the Inflation Reduction Act is pushing up inflation because the trillions flooding into green tech is driving up demand for equipment, material, and minerals that were already in severe shortage worldwide. And so, armed with your taxpayer trillions, they are bidding them up. As Ms. Shedlock put it, quote, everything Biden does leads to more inflation. So what is next? Soaring electric bills, draining family budgets, more inflation courtesy of the Inflation Reduction Act, with yet more government nagging to turn down the thermostat, take one for the team, so the Green Lobby can pay their yacht crews and keep their mistresses in Jimmy Choo's. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.